JSV JSV is a wonderful world. JSV JSV on a colorful day.
Hello kids, this is Teacher Christia and welcome to English Project. For today's lesson, turn to page 56 of your book. Our objective today's lesson are the vocabulary words. Next, you're going to understand the questions with there is and there are. Next, you're going to describe places near your home. Let's start. Vocabulary. Look at the pictures. Listen and repeat.
Unit 5. Her town. Exercise 1. Listen and repeat. 1.
A station.
2.
A shop.
3.
A hospital.
4.
A church.
5.
A hotel.
6.
A bank.
7.
A cinema.
8.
A sports centre.
9.
A swimming pool.
10.
Okay.
11.
A post office.
12.
A museum.
13.
A park.
14.
A supermarket.
15.
A square.
Those are the vocabulary words in page 56. Now, let's define each vocabulary words. Let's start with number 1. A station. What is a station? Look at the picture number 1. This is an example of a station. A station is a place on a railroad line where trains regularly stop so that passengers can go to their destination. Number 2. A shop. A shop. Now this is an example of a shop, a clothes shop. Let's define what is a shop. It is a building where goods or services are sold. Vocabulary number 3. A hospital. A hospital. Now this is an example of a hospital. There is an ambulance in front of a hospital. It provides medical and surgical treatment and nursing care for sick or injured people. Number 4. A church. A church. Now this is an example of a picture of a church. This is a Catholic church. It is a building used for people to worship or pray. Number 5. A hotel. A hotel. Now this is an example of a hotel. It provides accommodations, meals, and other services for travelers and tourists. Number 6. A bank. A bank. This is an example of a picture of a bank. Let's define what is a bank. It is a place where you can keep your money or exchange it from different countries. Next vocabulary word. A cinema. A cinema. Let's take a look to the picture of a cinema. A theater where movies are shown for public entertainment. Number 8. A sports center. A sports center. Let's take a look to the example of a sports center. Let's define what is a sports center. It can be a building, indoor sports center, or just outside what you call outdoor sports center, or contain indoor and outdoor sports features mixed together. Next vocabulary word. A swimming pool. A swimming pool. Let's take a look to the picture of a swimming pool. It is a structure designed to hold water for people to swim. Next vocabulary word. A picture of a cafe. A cafe. The term cafe means coffee. It is a French word meaning coffee. It typically serves coffee and tea in addition to light refreshments such as baked goods or snacks. A cafe. Number 11. A post office. A post office. A post office. This is an example of a post office. What is the definition of a post office? It is a place where stamps are sold and from where letters and packages are sent. A post office. Number 12. A museum. A museum. Let's take a look to the picture of a museum. This is an example of a museum. A museum is a building where people can go to view works of art or objects of interest to science or history. A museum. Number 13. A park. A park. This is an example of a park. Have you seen a park before? Well, a park is very common to places. (14) A supermarket. A supermarket. This is an example of a supermarket. It is a large shop that sells most types of food and other goods needed at home. And the last vocabulary word, a square. A square. Now this is an example of a square. Just like a shaped square, it is an open, typically four-sided area surrounded by buildings in a town, village, or city. A square. Now look at the comprehension at page 56 of your book. Tick the places in exercise 1 that Amy talks about. Listen and tick the picture.
Exercise 2A. Listen. Amy is talking about her town. Tick the places in exercise 1 that she talks about.
I live in Whitney. It's near Oxford. It isn't a very big town. There are about 40 shops in the town, and there are 2 supermarkets. There are 3 banks and a post office too. Oh, and of course, a police station. My house is in Church Lane. There's a church at the end of the road, and behind it is a farm museum. There isn't a cinema in Whitney, but there are 4 in Oxford. There's also a new sports centre. It's great. There are 4 courts for badminton and 2 volleyball courts. I go swimming there too. It's my favourite place. My favourite cafe is Huffkins. It's in the High Street.
Exercise 3. Read and listen. Answer the questions.
Excuse me, is there a post office near here?
Yes, there is. It's in Market Square.
Are there 2 cafes in Downs Road?
No, there aren't. There's only one.
Next, you are going to learn how to make questions with there is and there are. Now look at the picture. This is the rule in making questions with there is and there are. Always remember, exchange the first word and the second word. There is. You're going to start with is there. If there are, you're going to change it and make it are there cats on the sofa. Now remember the contractions. There apostrophe s means there is. There is not meaning there is not. There isn't also means there is not. There aren't also means there are not. Now turn to page 57 of your book. Let's answer the grammar. Copy and complete the table with questions and short answers. Okay, let's start with, is there a hospital in Whitney? The answer would be yes, there is. Or if not, no, there isn't. Next, there are 3 banks in Whitney. Okay, you can say in question, are there 3 banks in Whitney? Yes, there are. Or if not, no, there aren't. Okay, next, let's go to the next activity. Okay, work with yourself because this time you're not going to work it with a partner. Now answer, you have given cues. Is there a post office in Amystown? Yes, there is. Number 1. Okay, follow the questions and you also write the answers. Okay, I will show you here. Okay, write this in your notebook.
Exercise 6. Listen. Connect the places to the prepositions and locations. 1.
Excuse me, is there a post office near here?
Yes, there is. It's in River Street.
2.
Excuse me, is there a hotel near here?
Let me see. Yes, there is. It's in Market Square.
3.
Excuse me, is there a bank near here?
Yes, there is. It's opposite the post office.
4.
Excuse me, is there a cafe near here?
Now then, a cafe? Yes, there is. It's next to the museum.
5.
Excuse me, is there a bus stop near here?
Yes, there is. It's in front of the station.
6.
Excuse me, is there a park near here?
Yes, there is. Spring Hill Park. It's behind the sports centre.
That would be all, kids. Once again, this is Teacher Krisha and this is English Project.
JSV, JSV is a wonderful world. JSV